What? This is new, folks. This must be for Halloween. That is so cool. Look at it. I didn't know they were going to do that. We got little jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. That's so cool. Well, hello there. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day to you. I'm Captain Kent. This is Life is Feudal, Forest Village. And look at this. Early winter, year 99. We are going to hit year 100. It's 1 century, people. Wow. We're going to do it in this episode. Boy, have I got a story to tell. Well, it's actually not much of a story, but it is a story of woe. Been struggling with this building, man. I can't get them to fully repair it. I have to bring somebody out here manually to bang on it. They'll bang on it for a little while and then go back to their home and eat or do whatever, but then not come back and repair it. So I don't know what's going on there. So let me talk about the story of woe. I wanted to do some reconstruction of my fortifications. I did not like the spacing of the towers, and so I wanted to make it a little bit more symmetric. You know, not so hodgepodge looking and everything like that. So I started doing this. Now this was about year 88, 89, something like that. Somewhere around there. We'll say late 80s, early 90s. And, well, my game crashed. And so I reload. I had to do the Control-Alt-Delete and, you know, force shut the program down and restart the game. And it would crash again at the exact same time. So that went on for like 3 days where I was unable to play. The game would just crash. Trying to figure out what was causing it. I never did. Long story short, I never did figure out what was causing the crash. It just eventually stopped crashing. But in that process, one of the things I had read on the forums about that is someone was claiming that certain jobs that the villagers would be doing would cause the crash, and so you take everybody off their jobs. And so I had 228. Well, at that time I didn't have that number of people, but whatever. I had everybody off their job. No one sitting in their jobs at all. Everybody's sitting at home. Well, in that process, of course, nobody's growing food and nobody's taking care of the animals, and most of my animals died in that process. I think I had like 20 cows left. Maybe half my chickens were gone. Lost about half my sheep, and I lost all of my pigs. Every single one of my pigs died. So I had to build this little guy right here. Ooh, good. I can go ahead. Let's just relocate all of them. My goal was every time a third one popped up here, I'd move it over here until there were 3 in here, and then I'd move 1 over here until there were 3 in here. And once I had 3 in each one, I was gonna tear this down, which I can do now. Great. Yeah. So here's the changes that we made. We made this a lot more symmetric. Kind of extended this out a little bit more. I'll get back to that crash that I was having and solving that problem in just a second. And even these out where it's all evenly spaced and symmetric, somewhat even. You know, there's a little bit more of a gap on the ends as opposed to in the middles. Yeah, and then leveled the ground out a little bit here, so this level outside of the fortifications is the same all the way around, like so. Whee! Yeah. So, with the crash, 2-3 days of it crashing. I don't know how many hours, 12 plus actual game hours of trying to solve it, and you know, my village taking a huge hit, a lot of damage to the animals, and I've been in recovery mode ever since. So that's why we're all the way up to year 99. Trying to solve the crash, get past the crash, and make sure the crash wasn't continuing. And in that process, just had to let the game run, you know, just let it run with nobody doing their jobs and letting things die, and manage the best that I could. Alright, so that's enough of the past. Let's talk about the future and the present, actually. They did not finish repairing this, and nobody will come out and do it unless I actually physically grab them and bring them out. Update on weavers. This is a new one. There used to be a house here. Tore the house down, put it over here, and put a weaver in there. And I think I had a weaver here. Well, we had this weaver, tore it down. Put that one there. I think it was here. I don't remember. Who knows? Weavers have just been screwing up. Oh, look, speaking of weavers, here we go. All the material is there, and she's just standing there not making clothes. Awesome! Awesome! Yeah! Love the AI in this game. Frickin' retarded. Yeah, so this one has continued to stop working again, so to hell with it. We're blowing it up. Done with it. Fuck that thing. Sorry about my language, but this game really can piss you off. And we're gonna go ahead and kill some villagers too, because that's where the next weaver is going to go. I'm going to keep all the weavers close together. So I got one here. Is this one making clothes currently? Hard to tell. I'm about out of leather, so or hide, so that doesn't really matter. They're all going to stop making clothes very shortly. In fact, I'll just go ahead and take them all out. Yeah. So what else have I done? I put in a couple more bakers. Added some houses here and there. Let's see, I don't know if I've shown you this apiary, but I added another coop back here. Got this pig pen hill, and my sheep pasture I expanded, made it a little bit bigger. Had a little I don't know, like an oat field right here, and I took that out and expanded my sheep pasture and my chicken coop. And yeah, get those eggs and the wool income coming up a little bit higher. Yeah, looking good. Couple of houses here we've added. Little house here. Added some mines and depleted a bunch of the mines over here. This apiary here got another. Oh yeah, I could take this. This pasture down. Did that actually do it? There. That actually did it that time. We're doing on number of people here. Let's close these windows out. I've got 2 there. I've got 5 here. Let's go ahead and start spreading these out just a little bit. And 1 worker in each one of these fields is going to be good for now. Something else I need to do is I need to take care of this, tear that well down, because we've got some plans for year 100. Oh yeah, some starving's gonna happen here real soon. Some people are gonna die because I took that home down, and I'm okay with it. I hate that weaver. That weaver right there can eat my butt. Okay, so let's... Oh, this is something else I wanted to show you. I was doing some testing with one of the mods, and I wanted to compare the two, with and without the mods. And this mod that we're talking about is the smaller building footprints. And I'm going to slow it down I'm going to slow it down as slow as it can go, because I don't want too much action to be happening while I'm not watching, while I'm focusing on this. Well, I guess we can bump it up to 2 times speed. Okay, so right now I currently have the mod turned off, and so this is a normal footprint, and I'm holding the shift key down, and you can see that it's a 4x4 block square. Now, releasing the shift key, I can change the size of that footprint to where now it's what, 5x5, 5x4. You can kind of change the footprint to different sizes, and that could be a little risky as you're laying this, you know, and it can create some gaps, because you can see on the left that footprint sitting out there pretty far. So we're going to hold the shift key down, and I'm going to place this as close to the tower as I can, and it's lined up with that one. Alright, cool. Boom. And then we're going to lay just a normal castle wall. I'm going to hold the shift key down so it's buttoned up as close to that as I can, and then we're going to build a tower. And again, I'm holding the shift key down so it butts up as close to it as I can. And the main thing that you're going to see here is the gap. Although nothing can pass through there, an animal can't pass through there, you just got that unsightly gap on your round stone towers when you're trying to butt them up. And when you're using the smaller footprint, you could sink that in just a little bit more into the tower and hide those gaps. And then it just allows for, if you are encountering a gap in between 2 wall sections, you can sink them in and, you know, make them mesh together a lot better. So much better. So I'll let them get on with that and finish that job. And let's see what's going on over here. Did they get that house torn down? They sure did. They did that quickly. Good for them. Right, we're getting some starving people. Good for them. Hopefully it was the weaver that was stationed in that building. Hopefully she was one of the people that had to starve to death. Dumb little lazy bitch not doing her jobs. Alright, we can tear down another one of those. That makes me happy, because then I can build another row of houses right here, and they have that done. So, in preparation of year 100 celebration, we are going to build the soon-to-be tavern. Yes, here it comes. Plop that big bad boy down, and let's get this town drunk. Haha. Okay, I'm gonna let him just get on with these jobs, and we'll be back. And let's just crank it up until it gets to 100. Until it gets to the year 100. Oh, and while that's happening, I can talk about this. I built another bridge, the bridge to nowhere on Island Nowhere, and on Island Nowhere I went ahead and built a tower. Let's go ahead and upgrade that all the way, and I'm just going to use this as a source of meat and hide. And you'll see some more of these ships. Early spring, year 100. Yeah, we did it. Awesome. Good for us. Go, Captain, go. Alright, yeah, we built these ships here. And another one here. I think that looks really cool, the way that got the ships kind of coming in around the island. our port master has not quite figured out exactly what we're going to do with the bridges. So at this point we're just going to pretend that these bridges are drawbridges and these boats can get by these bridges just fine. So yeah, we're just going to have to pretend that for right now. So deal with it. Yeah, baby. Alright, let's slow it down. Let's get everybody out of the mines, do our shift transition. Oops, wrong button. And get everybody in the fields. And then once some of these jobs are done, I can start putting some people in the apiaries. Alright. We've pretty much taken care of our charcoal problem with 27 kilners. In fact, I could probably bump it down to 25. Let's see. Our lumberjacks are cutting wood at a fine pace. Yeah. During the downtime of me trying to figure out what was causing the crashing, I was able to get all, well, most of the roads laid down, and all the existing roads I had turned to stone. Well, I tell you, I just cannot get them to finish repairing this. So let's just grab Brittany here. I think that was her name. And meanwhile, I can show you a little bit more of the decorations on our ground level. Built this lamppost here, and I think I might have got this table backwards. Can't really tell. Don't really know, don't really care. Yeah, added that little bench there, and poor Master Dave here, man, he's the laziest dude I've ever met in my life. He keeps trying to get me to build another outhouse over here, because he says that that's too far for him to walk. And I'm just like, dude, you are the laziest piece of crap I've ever met. Can you seriously walk that far to take a pee? You know, well, you're just gonna have to, because I'm not gonna build you an outhouse next to your table. God, what a fat, lazy bastard. God, build me an outhouse. Can't believe it. Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah, nope, it did not finish repairing. And she's running off. Okay, so we'll look at some more here. A couple chairs and some benches here and there. Some pillars, more barrels and boxes. And the Joneses here, they're really down for the potted plant scene, so they moved all their potted plants outside for everybody to see. Little lamps. And the Smiths are all about sitting out on their stoop. In fact, I think we need to add a couple more chairs, don't you think? Yeah, we can kind of sit that one off a little bit. Not that far. Just a little bit that way. Cool. Alright, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, we've been working on this here. Added some of the gravestones, and what's really cool with these little gravestones, I mean, you can bury people in them and everything, but when somebody dies and gets buried, these little flowers bloom. That's so awesome. Love it. So this is still work in progress, but just to see what's happening and all that good stuff. There's an update of that. You know, chairs and lampposts here and there. God, that's so cool that they added the jack-o'-lanterns. Good job, Mind Illusion. Mind Illusion is the name of the company that has produced this game. And I also recently read on the forums that that one dude made this game. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but it is. Basically, Mind Illusion is one guy, and he might have had like 3 other guys help him. So this is at the most a 4-man company. Amazing that they produce this much. Let's slow it down and take a look at this finished product. And one closest to us is the mod without no mods or anything like that. And the one now closest to us is the one with the smaller building footprint mod. And I've only got the fortifications activated. Well, currently it's not, but when laying this. So I think it looks a million times better, and you can even avoid this little imperfection if you don't like that little bit sticking out by just shifting this stone tower forward one click, and it hides pretty well in the back. It doesn't stick out and all that stuff. So I think that stuff is well worth the attention. So consider it. Mods are not bad. This game was made with mods in mind. So yeah, that's true. I built all that just for you guys. And now we can tear it down. Bet you've seen it. What? This is new, folks. This must be for Halloween. That is so cool. Look at it. I didn't know they were going to do that. We got little jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. That's so cool. Why didn't this house have one? Oh, it's got it inside. Look at that. That's so dope. Alright. Good job, game. Good job. That is cool. I wonder if each and every building got something. Yeah, that one got one. Did this one? I don't know where they would place the jack-o'-lantern in here. I don't see it. Kind of hard to see. Alright. That's awesome. Oh, I dig it. I dig it. I dig it so much. Okay, we'll be back when they're getting close to finishing this. Alright. While this is finishing up, something else that I noticed, not only did they add the jack-o'-lanterns, but up on the mini-map, they've added the north, west, south, and east symbols. And, oh, cool, this little crosshair can help you find yourself. Like when you're zoomed in, it's real hard to find where you are on the map. And you have to almost zoom out, and then you see that like blue arrow, and that blue arrow is which direction you're facing. But that crosshair helps a ton. Oh, good job, developers. Good job. That is definitely an improvement. We do like that. Oh, look at that! The tavern is done. We need to get ourselves a bartender. And herdsman Lee died and a child died during birth. Let's grab somebody. Slow this down. Grab somebody and take a look inside. Oh, actually, let's look at the outside first. Hey, baby, want to join me for a drink? No? What's up? Hey, how about you? You want to join me for a drink? Hey, excuse me. Ma'am? Thirsty? Rude. Oh, cool. They even put a jack-o'-lantern up there. Nice. Can't wait to start drinking in our new tavern. Nice little storage barn or a barf barn. Not exactly sure which one it will be used for. Neato! Oh, all kinds of rooms. All kinds of little secret rooms. Ugh, dang, little private party rooms. Cool door. Passage to the harem. Man, come on, let us go upstairs, developers. Take off the doors. We want to go upstairs. We want to explore our buildings. I want to see where all the party rooms are. Crank that speed back up, and we should start seeing people coming and going as alcohol gets made. Maybe we just need to give it some time so our guy gets to actually producing some alcohol. There's my tavern. Oh yeah, they're drinking. I'm gonna have happy villagers. Let's slow it down and see what's happening in the message window. Okay, nothing crazy. Weeding the earth. Harvesting. Is your happy level up? Yeah, their happy level's so up. Let's watch her for a little while. Make sure she stays happy. Yeah, cool. Groovy. I want to catch somebody going in and see what their happy level, their happiness level is before they go in. Are you drinking? Drinking alcohol. Look at that low happiness. See if that makes her super duper happy. Yeah. Everybody gets happy when they drink alcohol until the next day. Okay. Well, awesome. Our Turd Pancake City has gotten itself a tavern. Finally, the soon-to-be tavern is open. Welcome, welcome. Drink up. One last thing I want to show before we end this episode. Let's see if we've got any lemons. No lemons yet. Soon lemons. Okay. All of these orchards that I've got are all the exact same size. And I've got all the 5 different fruit growing in there. Now, this number on the right here will tell you what the total harvest will be for that field. So you can get 1,120 pieces of fruit from that field. And that's with the lemons. And then over here on cherry, 1,380. Oranges, 1,120. Elderberries, 1,640. And then apples, 1120, and cherry again. Now the only difference, other than the total quantities, is the humidity level and temperatures. I think all the temperatures are the same. 5 to 27, 0 to 27, 0 to 27, 5 27. Okay, so these are a little bit of a later start, but it's the humidity level. So basically, a super rainy season, elderberry is the way to go, because even though it's slower growing, if you have a nice rainy season, you've got a larger quantity right there. Somebody may be able to argue that there's no science behind this. I haven't ran tests and everything, but it was just something that I noticed and figured it was worth mentioning, that apples may not always be the best choice, although generally it is, as far as production, because it's a fast perennial and it will, yeah, so it's got a wider range of tolerance, so I think apples are still the best way to go. But if you got a super duper rainy season, you might want to think about elderberries. Speaking of elderberries, look at those delicious things. I've never had an elderberry. We see lemons. Lemons! This is the first time I've ever seen the lemons. I never ever catch them in time. It's always either too soon or after they've done harvest them. That looks good. I like that. That looks super sharp. Sweet. No cherries currently. Any oranges? And I'm hoping I'm going to show you something here. There they are. Look at those little cherries on the trees. Yeah. No, looks like they got all the oranges already and all the cherries too. But yeah, you could when they're blooming, yeah, you can see them. Elderberries. I'd never had one before, but I hear that they're super good for you. Supposed to help your immune system, your digestive system. Helps strengthen your bones, I think. Probably all kinds of other uses as well. Super awesome. Alright, swine. Not you guys. These guys. My swine production is going well. I wonder, I'll probably have to make some more fields to accommodate the oat production, or oat consumption, because they're going to go through a ton of oats. Alright, I've been yapping long enough, babbling on long enough. Thanks for checking it out. If you've stuck around this long, I'm sorry.